My burpee tastes like garlic in my
Nope,
mouth.
it's not that one.
Give me that garlicky burpee. So garlicky, so burpy. Do I taste a hint of cat food?
Delectable cat.
It's all we can afford with this inflation.
That's right.
Ooh, you were sounding very peaky there.
Me?
Yes.
Me, I'm picky.
A little bit.
Garlic burgers are Phil's on the way.
Is that
The
better?
Best. Garlic
Is it?
burps are the best.
I think we never redid my levels since we had the voice box on it.
True. I think that's true.
Guess we better get you back on that voice box.
Is the voice box still attached to it?
No, I took it
Robots
apart.
forever.
Go bots.
Philly's got
Robot-y fields forever.
Let me take you down.
Hello, Kurt. Hello, B.
Yeah.
With my 9mm.
Oh my god.
Let me take you down.
Oh, speaking of murder, when you were like, "Oh, I'm dropping stuff at your house this afternoon,"
Yeah.
I was like, Phil's finally snapped it. It's Dennis's severed head.
Oh,
That's why he can't
man.
wait till after work. I can't walk around with this.
Are you kidding?
dripping.
We have so many. I shouldn't talk about this on stream. I got so many hog farms in the area.
I'll raise
The
it.
whole county is lousy with them.
Lousy with hog farms.
One arm at this hog farm, leg at that one.
There you go, Bean.
It's
Raise
Kit Kat.
the
Hello,
voices
Kit
a little
Kat.
bit. Hello, Kit Kat. Hello, Cat. Hello, Bean.
Phil's
this
just a
evening
bit
is
tad lower
lukewarm.
than the rest now.
I'm a tad lower than everyone? God damn.
I mean,
Here's
you're
my
in the
poking
yellow when
stick.
you're talking, so you should be fine.
Scrothor is fine.
I'm also not doing any voices yet.
Okay.
Harump.
A rumph.
Not if you feed them to pigs twice, Kit Kat. Twice fed pigs.
Twice fed pigs, half ye wife. That's how the saying goes. Is that not how y'all say it up there?
Huh? Chicken biscuit. What?
Chicken biscuit.
Chicken biscuits. That's what chicken
That's Tina
biscuits are.
Turner.
Slap your mama, chicken biscuit.
Twice eaten
Labadoo.
people, pigs.
Beignets.
Bam.
Is today Fat Tuesday?
It is fantastic.
It is.
It is Marty. Happy Mardi Gras, everyone.
You heading down to
Go
Bourbon
on,
Street?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know. You're a
Do
party
I
boy.
look like I want to get shot?
They don't be shooting people in Bourbon Street, do they?
There have already been 2 parades in the past week that have had mass shootings at them.
Wow.
Are you out of your mind?
That's crazy.
So is that a yes?
It's like,
Don't you have a vest? This is my party vest.
Don't you have vests?
I don't want to get shot with a vest on either.
Sounds painful.
It sounds painful.
all you need is a vest, a cup, and a helmet, and you're done. It's like PUBG, I think. I've never played it.
That's just like football.
No arteries
Yeah,
in the
fucking
legs.
Just like football. What do you need?
That's what tourniquets are for. You can handle it. Just slap it on there, keep walking, keep
And
drinking.
then you get that sweet disability and you're set.
Boom!
Ah.
How would the strong survive?
Previously on Botched. I have a tummy full of rock, and I'm ready to barf for magic items.
Welcome back, listeners, to the 29th episode of our 7th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are going to start not quite exactly where we left off last time, because last time they took a little nappy poo back at their home base. So, get their hit points back up and all that stuff. And also for the rock to settle in Scrothor's tummy. So for those of you who are unaware, Tristan did not eat the chicken.
No, don't spoil it. Don't cut point.
What are you
Tristan
talking about?
tried to eat a chicken, and he may have succeeded.
But
The episode came out already.
the episode.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
By the
shit.
time this episode comes out, yes,
don't
the
know.
other
What are
episode.
you talking about?
What about all these live people?
All 5 of them?
Yeah, maybe
They
Lisa
were
Bay
all
doesn't
here
know.
for it. They all watched it.
Drapsnat too knows that I'm a failure.
Everyone knows.
Not my favorite bot.
So, Tristan did not eat rotisserie chicken in the required 4
mean,
minutes.
yeah.
So The Rock does nothing special for his inside tummy parts. It's basically like he just ate a spicy chicken.
I was so close.
You were close. You were 30
were
seconds
close.
off.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, 4 minutes is a very short amount of time.
Well, also it was cold.
Was
We
cold
waited 2
and
hours.
dry.
Yeah.
4 minutes isn't a long time.
It is a long time.
It's
It's
a
not.
very short amount of time.
It's I was told 4 minutes was a very long time.
Well, it depends on
That's what
where
Tristan
you're-
said.
If you're doing like a
Eating a
commercial,
whole chicken.
Yeah, if you're doing like a commercial, yeah, that's a long commercial.
it's very long.
saying I love you, very long time.
Very
A
long
girl
time to
that
get
said
that
she
out.
loved me told me that 4 minutes was a very long time.
Did it come with a forehead kiss at the end?
You got
No.
it, boo.
Oh,
Little hand squeeze.
a nice handshake.
Well done, sir.
Repop's
4
release.
minutes, a new record.
Just like the 4
Handshake.
minutes.
Here, sign your name in the record book.
The Sting comes out and puts it up on the board with all the times.
Puts it on the
yeah.
fridge. It's in crayon. Anywho, so you guys went back to your home base. You're in your little dwarvish town, and you took a little nappy poo. So it's the next day. So it's pretty early morning. You do hear a knock at the door. What the hell was that? Was that a knock or somebody dropped
This is
something?
my knuckle hitting the clipboard.
Someone trips
Ow.
and falls into the door.
Yes.
Are you opening the door or just calling? Through?
Just calling through.
It's the mayor. I need to speak with Clancy.
Clancy, are you here right now?
I'm not in.
Clancy's not home.
Oh, okay. Well, can you leave him a message? I know his shift doesn't start for another 6 hours or so.
He said that you could talk to Captain Gizzard instead.
Chubbers.
Captain, and Captain Gizzard is sleeping, so you're gonna have to talk with Chubbers,
Who's Chubbers?
the delicious rat
I don't
that
speak
runs this
rat.
place.
How am I supposed to talk to a rat?
It's the cat, the overweight cat.
Ah, sorry, I get the two confused. They're both
Oh
delicious.
yeah, Chubbers, the captain cat.
Captain Chubbers.
Captain Admiral Chubbers.
No, he's
That's-
captain. I'm admiral. I had to promote myself because I promoted him to the same
What's
rank.
the rat's name? Rattholomew?
Bartholomew.
Mhm.
Yes.
Bartholomew.
I love
I forgot about the
Rattholomew.
cat.
I'm gonna protect him with everything I have.
I
Chubbers
think.
is in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Sorry. So starting over. So by the process of military decree and titling, I think you have to talk to Captain Chubbers.
All right, I don't really know Captain Chubbers. Oh, it's a cat.
He's a big fat cat. Yes.
I don't speak to animals though. I don't know how to talk to animals.
You know, I have that spell. I can translate.
Why don't I
Hold
just
on.
tell you you're here?
Well, all right, but I'll have to run it by Chubbers afterwards.
That's fine. Like I said, I was trying to drop off a message. The town is officially broke after only a few days of him running the finances, and we are in a lot of financial trouble, and we could really use him to fix whatever went wrong. P.S.
yes.
It makes me sad and nervous, and also I don't know what to do with the now dead woman's gun store.
Let me relay that to Captain Chubbers. I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. Her, Martin's Captain Trouble.
He says this is a you problem.
I'm. How is?
Send more. Wait, hold on. It's a weird accent. He's very fat. You're the mayor.
Yeah,
Fix
I'm the
it.
mayor. What,
This
no, but
is
I don't
a
run the
you
finances.
problem, he
No,
says.
this is the accountant of the town problem. That's Clancy. He literally asked for the job.
He keeps patting his paw at mayor.
Okay, well, I'll come back later, or I'll just wait till Clancy shows up for work, I guess.
Yes, you did hire Clancy, so his hours should be posted.
Yep, he starts at, like I said, he doesn't start for 2 hours. I just wanted to get an early start on having this conversation because everyone's freaking out.
We're just gonna throw the door open to the bedroom that she's sleeping in, and march up to the door and pull it open, and say,
Hello,
One person can't bankrupt a town in 3 days. If y'all don't stop this fucking yelling, I'm gonna come out here with my axes.
All right, well, I'll come back later. You have a great rest of your morning,
All right then.
Felita, and just tips his hat and then scurries off.
Did dwarves scurry? That's
this one
new.
does. So yeah.
More like
She's gonna slam the door and scritch Bartholomew, who's on her shoulder.
I mean, the cat's got a point. He is the mayor. He hired him. This is a him problem.
And apparently, their financial situation was far more dire than I ever thought it was. If they're bankrupt after 2 days, I haven't taken more than my allotted salary for those.
It's
2
100 gold a day. And it's
Yeah,
a small
what kind
town.
of town is this?
But they don't get a whole
He
lot of revenue.
agreed to the 100
And how much?
gold a day.
How much money does a wine cost at the local bar?
A gold.
So that bar alone should have more than 100 gold a day, right?
Well, yeah, but it's not like the town is not a pool of money. He took all the tax money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like,
And they're not taxing booze?
it's not a very high amount of tax.
What a dire
I mean,
situation.
a percentage of a gold. So if you took like 6% of a gold on a beer, like maybe, but like you have constant expenses trying to upkeep. You just had a catastrophe as well. So like, no, the coffers are not limitless for a small town in the middle of the mountains.
I'm told that war stimulates the economy.
What war? Those were rocks.
Sounds
Literal
like
rocks
maybe
with
we
a
need to
K.
start one.
Okay. You start a war? Okay.
I mean, maybe they need to start one. I'm not the chief of state here.
Okay.
Felita
I'm just
just
the
like
accountant.
stretches and yawns and is like, Clancy, maybe you should tell him to get into tourism or something. Fuck.
Start a war.
I mean, they have a magic blacksmith, do they not? How is that not posted everywhere, bringing economy into the mountainside?
Steve, what the fuck's your
Yeah.
character's name?
Clancy.
Clancy
Thank you.
Scuttlebottom.
Thank you.
I'm a turtle.
So they got two of the best blacksmiths around, you say, huh?
One of them's been gone for a while.
Well, now he's back, and what better way to promote the town than the weaponsmith and the armorsmith back in our brothers in arms, you see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a marketing genius. I just play one on a podcast.
I think that is a very interesting avenue of revenue generation
Tag team wrestling versus the two brothers now that he's home.
for their apprenticeships.
Look, here's
I'll-
the deal, okay? Here's what I think, all right? Obviously, we have two magical blacksmiths that are extraordinarily talented. We have a man in town that sells Warforged parts, creates them. I feel like there's some synergy to be had here in creating a sentient army for us to defeat Smiling
enemy.
Tom with,
I want to
and
put a
also
pin.
enforce our will.
And starts a
Hold
war.
on, real quick. What were you gonna say, Scrothor?
Ah, well,
With the two brothers being back,
the
in.
two brothers,
and
yes.
an apprentice.
Well, we could auction off their apprenticeships so that people from far and wide would bid on it after we do a great ad campaign debuting their talents. However,
Wow, what I like that ideas, but what if we started a reality television program where these two brothers are the judge of the new up-and-coming blacksmiths?
what is a television program?
It's like the brain stroke pictures.
Okay, a telepathic picture to people's brains so they
Yeah.
never have to leave their homes.
And the winner gets an apprenticeship here at the shop.
Bird
Yeah, but the
Corp.
first phase of the reality show is they have to actually find the town. So we'll call the show Lost.
I don't
Dwarven
understand.
I like that.
edition.
That's not going to end poorly at all.
Dwarf Lost. Clancy, another point of business. If 200 gold bankrupts this town,
Uh-huh.
could then 200 gold also wrest control of it into a corporate entity that then controls the entire town?
I mean,
I mean, technically,
I
yes.
guess we could offer a buyout.
Yes. Bird Corp would be happy to facilitate this buyout.
Yeah, we just go to the mayor and we offer a managerial buyout of the town, and we say, look, we'll handle all the administration of the town, laws, law enforcement, so forth, and for the sum of 200 gold.
And Public Works?
That sounds boring, but if you want to do it, sure.
Water, housing,
Ugh.
cat milk subsidies.
So a corporation would own every aspect of a town, from the renting to the policing to the politics.
And then we could
Yeah, like
produce
a
the
real
show.
town.
I don't understand how this isn't going to go wrong.
We could then produce the show that you've suggested and take the
I
profit.
guess it would be a play, not a show.
Yeah, we could produce the play and send it out on the road and bring people in after we build some sort of amphitheater to set it up here. Yes.
Or we could turn the gun shop where the old lady died into a spooky ghost tour.
The ghost of the former gun shop owner.
This is where her
If
face
you
got
if you
blown
look really hard, you can see her blood all over the wall. Somebody cleaned it up
You
because
can
the
taste
town
it,
was
too.
broke and they couldn't pay anybody.
I don't think you gotta look that hard. It was a lot of blood.
There was.
I don't think it's been cleaned up yet either.
It's still taped off.
Well, I
Open that
support this.
sucker up, charge 5 gold a head.
Well, once we buy out the town, we can make all kinds of decisions like this.
People love true crime.
Let's
Ooh.
yes, but also magical items. Rockbeak.
Yeah, first things first, let's get what's coming to us.
Oh, I said it would take a few days before those items would be done.
Oh, did we already ask for them?
Yes.
Shit, I had an idea. What did I ask for?
I don't remember.
Fuck.
I don't
It was
remember
in the
either.
last episode.
I want to be able to
But I do remember telling you it would take a couple days.
use the beak as a communication device to speak with the otherworldly.
Why would that be a thing?
Because it's a mouth.
Oh, we
And
could
it's a
use
magical
mouth.
mouth.
of a thing that is dead.
And
Voice
magical.
head.
Yeah.
And things that are dead can speak with the dead, but also if their physical form is still in the world, they can speak to the living. And
And it-
that's why there's a spell called Speak with Dead Birds.
And also, out of character, it is probably a good way to advance the storyline so that. like,
I'm a
we can-
necromancer.
Yeah, well.
Well, I'm working towards my necromancy.
Well, this could just only help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got book.
Book.
I can read.
Yeah, you even have it bookmarked.
Right.
See, Raven.
Raven.
Yeah.
Bird.
All right, so
Dead
what?
bird.
So what course of action do we want to suggest to the mayor that might sound lucrative and also let us get in control of the town? You know, for the purpose of raising an army against Smiling Tom, of course, not our own personal
Yes.
gain.
Well, we can create a subsidiary of Bird Corp under you instead of the CEO, Wayland. And,
Turk Corp.
Yes. Acceptable. And
Or we could we could just call it Shell. I think it has really good brand power.
yes, the company shell. That's not taken.
Okay.
And we will buy out the town and solve all their monetary issues that they're having.
Their monetary issues are named Clancy.
Yes, but
They agreed to this beforehand. It's not my fault.
really it's the mayor's
He is the mayor.
mismanagement.
The mayor hired him. This is a you problem.
I have not taken a single cent more than what my promised salary was.
Well, let's go talk to the mayor now that you're up.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Are his skidder marks visible? Or-
Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone knows where the mayor lives.
Let's walk over there.
Okay.
The
So you
mayor
guys-
has visible skid marks.
Yes. You should have. Well, I mean, Felita is very scary.
They can't afford toilet paper.
No, they lost it.
The town is
Clean it
broke.
out.
They
can't
shit
buy
into the pit
tea.
into the middle of the town, and then they just scoot their butt the way home.
Shitpit.com.
So, you guys head over to the mayor's house, and it looks like there's lights on inside, and you can see him feverishly pacing around on the inside of the building.
Give it a little rappy knock.
Within a moment, he's at the door and flings it open. He's just like, Clancy, I don't know what happened. All the money's super low. We're almost out of money.
Uh-huh. What kind of revenue are y'all bringing in?
Just tax, like small. We only have like a 1% tax on goods.
And you agreed to pay an accountant 100 gold a day.
You gave me a giant pile of papers and didn't. You just said it's okay. You can trust me. Sign it.
Yes, and you can trust me. And you
Well,
did
I didn't
sign
know
it.
your salary was going to be 100 gold a day.
Why didn't you read it?
You just said don't bother reading it. Just it's fine. Trust me.
Okay. Well, look, luckily,
You silver
me-
tongue devil.
no, my tongue's regular pink. Look,
It's like a bluish blackish color, I think.
it's
I want to get
tomato,
tongue on
tomato. But luckily, my compatriots and I have come up with several ideas about how to get the town's revenue jump started, so you can continue paying me my due, as you're contractually obligated.
Well,
to.
maybe we could like renegotiate your contract or something.
I think we can renegotiate the whole town's contract. Tell him, Scrothor.
Yes, well, I am a bona fide representative of Bird Corp
Okay.
under the CEO Wayland, and he has said that I...
Name sounds familiar.
Yes, you may have heard of him.
Well, I meant of Bird Corp.
Bird Corp, yes.
Yeah.
We are a very trustworthy corporation from
Sure.
faraway mountains.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I
we
know
are-
it's not really around here. They don't have like a place around here.
No, we're exploring new markets,
Gotcha.
and you could be a flagship settlement to showcase the great things that Bird Corp can bring to a small town like yours, such as financial security, tourism,
So wait,
housing jobs.
you want to sell the town to some bird company?
Not sell the town to Bird Corp. I mean, like if you produce enough bird seed, we're very happy to be very generous with your housing allotments and
So you want us to
Whippings.
generate bird seed to sell to Bird Corps?
Don't birds eat very small
not-
rocks?
not just
it's a
bird
thing,
seed,
right?
but maybe little bells for cages and
Bells.
cookies.
I mean, we can.
Birds love cookies.
Okay. Cookie. All right.
And anyway,
So we're making food for birds.
no, not just food for birds, but profit for birds, and you get to keep some of that, of course.
I'm not 100% sure I understand what so it sounds like you want to sell the town to bird people, but then you say, nah. You're just making bird food for bird people.
I mean, that's only a small part of your agreement
What?
of the plan.
What do you mean agreement?
Well, you would have to sign a contract.
I'm very leery about contracts right
Well,
now.
I mean, you can vet it. I mean, you are in a very, very tight financial quagmire at the moment.
about a day. We got about a day left before Clancy bankrupts us.
I would just like to point out that you are the mayor.
It's true.
You hired him.
You know
This
what?
is a you problem.
Look at that smile.
I've
It's
never
just-
seen.
It's hard to say. No, well, you can't see it because he's got a mask on his face because he got his face blown off. But
Voice and head, what time is it?
early morning, I would say about 8.
Mayor, I have to tell you, I'm going to have to bill you for overtime because my hours haven't started yet.
You came to
It's
my
in-
house.
It's
Unless
in
you-
the contract. Well, you called upon me, and
I just stopped by to tell you something.
as they were
You're not
told.
doing any work right now.
Look, if
But
I
did you
if
stop
I
by to
open
say,
the
hey,
door,
hello, how are you, sir? Or did you stop by to do business?
Mhm,
Well, it's not really business so much as just tell him a thing and then leave.
About
I talked to a
business, though?
cat. I
About
talked
his
to
job.
a fat cat.
Do you
I
talk to a
yes,
fat
you
cat
talked to
about-
my secretary.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
fat
Excuse me.
cat-
She's
on the
gonna have
surface
to
level.
I'm going to have to bill you for her hours as well.
What?
Hey,
Because she wa-
you're disrespecting the captain's title there. That's disrespectful of you.
Captain Fat Cat?
That is not her name.
You
and
guys just
know
said
it.
Fat Cat.
Captain Chubbas.
It's Captain Chubbers.
All right, Captain Chubbers.
Respect the aquatic title, okay?
It's a cat.
It's a captain.
All right.
Mayor, do you want to slap? Do you want to slap?
What?
How can you slap?
Don't.
Because Gizzard here he's gonna give you a slap because you're asking for one with the words that you're saying.
I
about
start
our-
taking my
our-
glove
our
off,
Captain-
one finger at a
There's no
time.
need to resort to violence. All right.
Sir.
I'm just saying we got to come up with a solution, and I can only think of 2 off the top of my head.
All right. Well, what are the ones you're saying? Because my next suggestion was to build an army of fearless automatons to take on Smiling Tom. Look, we have all the resources and expertise we need here to do it.
Okay.
What?
Well, I'll get to your point in a second. My idea number one was to just fire you, so that way we just negate that 100 gold a day.
Yeah, that's where you're a little wrong. See, you didn't read the contract.
What does it say?
Oh, on page 47, Article 3, Part 9. 65% of the profit he's already...
69.
60, I'm sorry. Let me get my bird glasses, or my captain glasses out. 69% of what he has already been paid in salary must be doubled on a termination before the contract has been completed.
It's a standard severance fee. Damn it, you motherfucker. Go ahead, say it. It's yours.
Go for it.
It's a fairly standard severance package.
All right. And then the other option is to renegotiate your contract so you don't make quite so much money.
And
maybe like
give this town some direction.
Maybe like 10% of what you're currently making.
That's something that could be worked out. There is actually a third option that you haven't discussed.
So the third well, I don't know about the
is
third
to let the town go bankrupt and then everybody comes and takes your head.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the first two options sound better.
Well, here's the problem that we have here. You're the mayor.
Yeah.
You hired him.
No, I get it.
This is a you problem.
This is your fault.
I know. That's why I got to fix it by one of those two options. That's all I can think of. Okay, so let me address your other point about building an army of automatons.
That could be a great economic stimulus to the town.
Are you talking about that guy who sells Warforged parts?
Yes.
He doesn't build Warforged.
Right, but
does he reassemble them?
Yeah, he reassembles them, and you have two magical blacksmiths.
They don't build Warforged either. One makes guns, one makes armor.
What better time to branch out?
Nobody knows how to build Warforged.
Nobody knows how to build Warforged?
No one's built one in tens of thousands or thousands of years.
Well, who tried?
It's like candy corn. All the Warforged that were ever built were built at one time, and then they just get recycled.
And who did?
Maybe you sound a bit like a quitter right now.
I am telling you the
Can't you just take magical armor, put some of the Warforged pieces in there,
suck someone's soul out and put it inside?
Duct tape it up?
Well, duct tape it up, I say, but I could also maybe do a spell. Like dancing lights or something inside. Would that be?
Takes his hat off and he's rubbing his brow and he's wiping his brow and he's just like, listen, like I said, I don't. You can talk to the brothers about that, but
you're the mayor. This is your problem.
idea. You might want to check to see if it'd work before you pitch it. I have two ideas.
And they both are terrible ideas at that.
Both those ideas would work.
I forgot your ideas. I like the buyout.
Oh, yeah, the third idea, the buyout. I really
and the fourth idea, decapitation by angry mob.
Okay, well, but we're not going to let it get to angry mob part, okay? We're going to fix the financial situation before that. Well, I am, because I'm the mayor, and it's my problem, apparently, right. Even though I hired somebody to fix
Doesn't it have to be approved by the city council?
Apparently not, because I hired him and I didn't need the city council.
Yeah, but you don't need to hire people. You don't have to go through the city council to hire an accountant.
But I need to go through the city council to fire him?
To break a contract, I believe so. And you need at least 75% of the vote.
Look, man, what I need you to understand here is that the accusations you're levying against me for quote unquote bankrupting your town, a little bit silly, as as my compatriot said earlier. I can't bankrupt a town in 3 days, actually 2 days, because I haven't started working yet today, unless you count the overtime, which I'm currently billing you. And blaming me for the bankrupting the town is simply, blaming what is happening right now on me instead of who's responsible for it, which is the previous administration, which is also your administration.
Previous administration charged 5 gold a day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're charging 100 gold a day.
Right.
Well, how's that his fault?
Well, why
I get
he
it.
wasn't
He's
building
driving
up
a
your
blinged-out wheelchair
reserves
right now, but still,
Things cost more than they used to, old man.
that's
He was only charging 5 gold a day, and yet he was not able to build up proper treasury reserves like he should have.
the treasury was doing fine. We were, we paid for the
Apparently
calamity of
not. You were bankrupted in 2 days.
3 days.
Scorthor would like to do.
Technically, we're not bankrupt yet. Tomorrow we'll be bankrupt. Once we go to the 400, that last 100 gold, that's where we're going to be all the way out.
Scorthor would like to do persuasion
Okay.
to get the mayor to agree to the buyout because now, mayor, the buyout is probably the most attractive option, especially for you, because kickbacks. When you sign the contract, you get a percentage of the proceeds going forward generated by the entire town. You could be a millionaire with the right work ethic.
Bootstraps, Mayor, bootstraps.
Or
something.
Pretty good roll of a 7.
Roll off.
Really? Let's go. He's thinking about it. I'm gonna get a better die.
Can I help him? Can I give him advantage if Felita's just standing in the
Just
background?
cock a gun at him.
If you're
Wait.
if you're
Are you,
proficient in
proficient in
persuasion,
persuasion?
No, yeah, no.
no.
Nope. Then you can't.
Scorthor got a 17 this time.
Nope. This time he beat you. He's just like, listen, I mean, being a rich person sounds like a really good idea. However, I do not have the ability to sell off the entire town, even if I wanted to, which I don't particularly want to. Like I said, I feel like I should just cut losses with Clancy and just, we already had a disaster a few days ago. Why not deal with another one right now? This town's strong. We stand together.
You know who else is strong?
Scorthor,
Yes, Clancy.
it's clear. First of all, Mr. Mayor, I'm sure you are able to handle people all on your own. I heard there was a disaster a few days ago. I'm sure that your townsfolk stood valiantly and eliminated the threat all by themselves with no external help whatsoever. Surely.
Fire babies.
Now, that sounds very weird.
It was.
I don't like the way you said that.
They were
The
fire
tone-
babies.
when you keep saying it in louder, it makes
The
me
guy
feel.
called them fire babies.
You're making me feel
I
uncomfortable.
didn't name them that. That's what he named them.
Just because
But-
somebody. Yeah. Clancy.
So
Scorthor.
fire babies ruined your town?
Yes.
No, they were set loose on the loose rock and melted it all. So yeah, it was good.
Fire babies
What
on
loosened
the
the
loose.
rock?
Get
There's
loose.
some marauders showed up. They attacked the town, and then some dynamite went off. It caused rocks.
Who killed the marauders?
They're dead.
Oh, the dead people.
Yeah.
Dead townspeople.
No, they were strangers. They showed.
Heroes.
Wow.
They were showing up.
So
They-
you didn't handle it at all.
Y'all
you
don't
talking
solve any of your own problems.
Just wait for
Wow.
people to
Sound
show
like.
up and take care of things for
But
you.
Scorthor, it's fine. The mayor here obviously has things well in hand. He does not need the safety and security of a Bird Corp contract. Clearly, he has everything in hand, and the second we leave, another group of marauders will surely not show up and take over the town and kill everyone he loves.
Even with our private security, he doesn't feel safe. Alita?
Maybe we should just take off and let him have it.
Well, quick. So like,
Intimidation.
if we could
No
put,
breathing.
if we could put together some robots, you're saying we could go and just take care of Smiling Tom, because that'll really just solve all our problems.
Well, eventually.
I
we have to-
believe that it will be one part in a grander calculus of a concerted effort of all the towns in the surrounding area against Smiling Tom. But you will be the first and perhaps the most important step. It is going to bring a lot of revenue your way to your town and your people.
You'd be
Afterwards,
a
they
hero.
hear- You would be a hero, Mayor.
Okay.
Think of all you would have saved the lives of hundreds of registered voters.
All right. Well,
Thousands even.
Not only that, you would cement your legacy,
so I think
not
there's-
only in the town, but in the world.
I think there's all right. So there's a couple things. There's a lot to think about here. All right, so is that fucking
You bring the
Captain
cat.
Chubbers?
Captain Chubbers goes wherever I go.
I'm going to groom him while we're waiting for an answer.
Oh no!
All right. So
Scrothor's like, "Oh, Captain Chubbers, you're very
Lacey.
mature for your age."
it's going to take a few days. I'll
Rumor.
reach out to some contacts and see if we can't do something about your Metal Man Army. You're more than welcome to pursue that on your own as well. But unfortunately, for the good of the town, I'm going to have to let you go, Clancy. And yes, I understand the severance package. I'll just have to eat that one.
Could be paid out in a
Okay, so
structured
may I-
settlement.
Here's the deal. I'll make a good deal with you as a gesture of good faith in your future partnership with Bird Corp. Instead of the immediate settlement payout, you simply continue to let us live in the house.
Okay.
Put her there, pal. I extend my tortoise hand up.
Shakes
I'm
it
short.
And
very
I'll
timidly.
I
lick.
tell him my
lick the
hands are wet
handshake.
because I just washed them.
All right. Okay. Well, Clancy, thank you for your service. I'm gonna go find out if I can get Fred to go back there and fix the books.
Fred's dead, baby.
Fred's cruising down the street in his wheelchair. It's all
In
burned
his
up.
6'4s.
He's retired. He's
Jogging
happy.
the
He's
bitches,
not
slapping
going
the
back.
We're going
hood.
somewhere else.
I'll have to figure something else out. But I'll let you.
Went
I'll
to
let
the
you know in a
park.
couple of days about the whole robot thing, unless you find out otherwise.
Yes.
All right. And he just slowly closes the door.
Thank you, Mayor. Bird Corp. Thanks.
After we walk away, I whisper to the guys, "I just fucking cheated that dumbass out of 200 gold."
Yes, good job.
idiot.
Give me some feather.
I have
Technically, you
Claws.
cheated him out of like 400 gold. You have
I have 400 gold now
Very good.
and a house.
Yeah. And a
We are residents.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're-
apparently the
Hold
tax
on.
rate's only 1%.
And they're bankrupt now, right?
what? Bankrupt.
They're bankrupt because he got the
Oh,
last.
bankrupt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Who wants to go shopping and support the town?
Scrothor does.
I want.
I kind of want to go to that tinkerer because I have an idea.
The
Okay,
what?
let's do it.
the Tinkerer.
Ah, I thought she
You
said
talking about the
tankard.
Warforged
Let's get
Tinkerer?
drunk.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do
Well,
I
I,
kinda-
also want to get drunk.
I kind of want to spend the money at the mall down the street because it's got better shops at it.
You don't need any Funko Pops. Get out of here.
I need them. They're what generate my ship.
They give me dopamine.
It gives my ship the pop it needs. It's a party cruise line.
Maybe after we check the Tinkerer, if there's anything left over.
Let's go to the Tinkler.
Okay. So as you go take a tinkle, that's where we're gonna take a break. And we're and we're back. So
Got 'em.
as you get to the Tinkerer or Tinkler, if you will, their house, it looks like the shop is open. It's been open for a little bit. It's about 9 a.m. at this point. And yeah, he's just in there tinkering around on what looks to be some sort of
Reddit.
yes, on Reddit, and not just some piece of like robotic, looks like a robotic arm of some sort. And he's messing with wiring. You guys head inside.
Yeah, well, I grab the doorknob, give it a jiggle,
It's
open the
unlocked.
door, look at the bell that's above the shop that just rang,
Okay.
stomp in like a bird coming for a cookie.
Okay.
And that's all the sound effects I have.
You come in like a
Hello.
wrecking bird?
Yes.
Welcome again. Hi, Clancy. I see your mask is doing great.
Oh, yes, I
don't
love
even
this
see any
metal
seepage.
jaw I have. Oh, no, there's no pus.
great.
Or if there
No
is, it's
pus,
going
no
right back in.
fuss.
No
It's
fuss,
going
no
right
fuss.
back
That's our policy. So,
Chubbas can't fit in here. Are you crazy? There's a tiny door.
5 minutes. Captain Gizzard, Scrothor, Clancy, I need you to leave. Only Felita stays.
I'll just be in the art studio.
What?
That's fine.
We have an art studio?
Yeah, the art studio.
Felita, you notice as they're having this back and forth that the lights in the room start to get dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, and like everything starts to slow down until the Tinkerer stops in place, Clancy stopped in place, Captain Gizzard stopped in place, Growthrower, they're all frozen in time, but you're not. And you notice that the lights come down to a certain point, and then they just start to like randomly flash in spots. And you notice that all the mechanical parts start to like jingle jangle and move around. The arms, like the fingers, are starting to move, and all the pieces of heads, like any part of a head, turns towards you, and the jaws just start to click clack. And one head in particular that is mostly fully formed. It's like 75%, like half the jaw's missing, but the rest of it's there. You notice this yellowish light. It doesn't look like it's a synthetic light. It almost looks like some sort of flame within the eye sockets lights up. And you just hear this laughter sort of swish around the room. It's almost like it's in the air itself as it's flying around. And then it stops on the head. And you just hear, and it gets really, really quiet. And then all of a sudden, Falita.
Felita's gonna just like look back and forth and be like, I didn't even do the thing I wanted yet.
I know. I've really enjoyed what you've been doing so far, my child.
Holy shit.
Did we say what the name of your god was?
I don't think we have yet.
Okay, what do you want to name it?
Didn't you already name it?
I forget. It's a god of
Wonder.
randomness, but like, or chaos. It's like a chaotic random god.
You named him Wonder.
Wonder. Oh, that's right. I did name him Wonder. Okay. It's me, Wonder.
What are you doing here?
I am fascinated by your exploits so far. You have been doing me proud. And with your help, I think we can bring I think we can bring some real chaos to this world.
That's all I've ever wanted.
However, for me to fully come into this world, I need you to be even more. Now, you've been very random when it comes to murder, which is fine. I'm all for murder, obviously, if it's random. But I need you to be even more. I need more chaos.
And you notice that dropping out of the mouth of this skull, like rolling around like it's a dice tower, you see this six-sided, but it's a very large dice. It's like the one that I have in my hand right here. So it's about inch and a half, 2 inches tall, or in diameter, I guess. And it just blow into the bottom of the jaw.
Take this. Anytime you use it, you will be blessed by wonder. And every time you use it, I will grow more powerful, and more chaos will come into this world. That little fellow that you made that deal with, he ain't got nothing on wonder, let me tell you. You don't even have to worry about finishing your end of the bargain. If I come into the world, let me tell you.
How often do I need to use it?
However often you want to. However,
And Felita reaches out and grabs the die.
but you should be careful, though. Too much chaos, people will start to suspect. Maybe not that you're working for me necessarily, or, working with me or whatever, but they may just think that you're too much of a loose cannon. It's happened before with disciples of mine where they just, too much chaos, too much randomness, and then all of a sudden, they're shot in the head or dragged from a horse or ripped and torn.
Or a spike in their ass.
Spike in their ass. Exactly. This is what happened last time. We have to be a little more careful, a little more cautious with our randomness, but not all of our randomness has to result in, murder or anything like that. It could be more subtle than that sometimes, too. Every little bit of randomness brings me closer to this world.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Well,
And then you notice that an extra, he's basically just like,
I'm so proud of you. And in fact, I am so proud of you. I'm going to give you an extra gift.
and he drops another die into the jaw. This one is a D6. just a pretty standard looking D6, except the one is a skull. He goes, now you can be really chaotic.
Belita just holds them both in her hands and is just staring at them like everything that they have ever wanted to do in this world is just in their fingertips.
Mm-hmm. And he goes, now if you ever have need of me, my powers are not as strong in this world yet, but with your help, I think they will be one day. But with your help, if you ever have need of me, I'll provide help however I can. Just hold the dice and think of me.
I will. I'll do
And then you notice that and then you just hear that cackle go out again, like, and it just like leaves the skull, and again it floats away on the wind and just rushes out the bottom of the door, and all the lights flash a little bit, and all the bits and bobs in the room go a little crazy, and then they settle back down. Then you notice the lights come back up slowly, and things speed up. So for your edification, your 2 dice. So your 1 dice is a D12. Now, you can use that D12 at any time. For any decision, you can roll it. And with this D12, the higher the roll is, the more you're rewarded for just doing something absolutely random and fucking crazy. Have you ever seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know how they just do like random crazy shit to make things happen?
Oh, yes.
So when you roll the D12, the higher the number, the crazier the random thing is, but you'll get a boon for it. So like if you roll a 12, for instance, you have to do something crazy like, I don't know, bite off some random child's finger and then put it in his nose. I don't know. Just in the moment, I'll come up with something. But like that sort of level of crazy, you'll then be given like some crazy boon where like your movement speed is tripled, or, you know, you can, you know, accurately shoot 3 times as far, or like you can fly all of a sudden, you know, whatever. Just some random boon to also go with the randomness of whatever it is that you're doing.
Okay.
The other die, the D6, that is specifically used for combat. If you want, and you do not have to do it, if you want to, you can roll this D6 whenever you do an attack in combat. And that's if you hit or miss, you would have to add it at the beginning. And what happens is on a 3 or a 2, even if your shot would hit, it'll miss. On a 1, it'll actively damage you or one of your party members. Like the bullet will ricochet and hit somebody in your party and cause damage. If it's a 4 or a 5, even if you miss, it hits. If you roll a 6, it's like a crit. So.
Nice.
Oh, and the 1 where you hit somebody, it's also like a crit, but you're dealing damage to somebody in your party.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, my God. This is going to be terrible.
Yeah. Hey, everybody come back! So, yeah, those are your 2 gifts.
Hell yeah.
I've been meaning to have this conversation because all of your chaos has just been murder, so I figured we'd add some different types.
Well, we haven't had a lot of opportunities to not just do murder.
Oh, once they get
It's fair,
out of the
but I
vault,
figured I'd just add a
they
little
can
bit to
just
it.
pick up
anyways.
anybody. Or
I mean, I
any
can take it
race
back
they
if you
want
want.
from the fields.
Heard.
Super mutant
Sounds like
ghouls.
fun.
Oh, we're
There's got to be. Someone's already got to have made that.
It's an actual RPG game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I took the system off of it.
I forgot he wasn't in the other room with you guys. So I had to
God damn it, Steve. I could have pissed.
message him. Truly, truly, truly. It's all the flavors that I like. That's all that's left up there. Makes me happy.
It's Steve with soft glow. Soft focus like he's a lady in an old film.
So yeah,
I just smeared some Vaseline on my leg.
I'm soft focus Steve.
I'm soft focused Steve. It takes away all the rough edges I've acquired during age.
I thought you were going to say AIDS for a second. there,
Yeah,
but all right.
I was like, whoa.
Why would I say that?
I don't know. That's why I
We
was
made
like,
out,
why is he
Steve.
going-
You can't get AIDS
bled
through
my
saliva.
mouth.
There you go.
Your gum disease bled into my gum disease, Steven.
We're blood brothers.
We're gingivitis, brother.
I just had. You told me you just had gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
Jingo.
Jenga.
Jangovitis.
Jengavitis.
Jingo.
The tower collapsed and I hit you in the mouth with one of the sticks.
That's it.
So yeah, so you guys are just in the shop with the tinkerer, and he's just like, well, what can I do for you guys?
Lita?
Felita's just standing there smiling to herself.
Yeah, she keeps giggling and like chuckling.
Oh, she's gone mad.
You wanted to come here, Lita. What?
Right. I'm really glad I came here. Do you have any of them robots that are fully assembled?
Fully assembled? No, I've only even seen one come through here. I mean, recently, to be honest, but no, I don't have a fully assembled one. I have mostly parts.
Do you have all the parts to assemble one?
Well, it's not that simple. Warforged are made a very specific way that's mostly kept secret. But if they're missing a certain spark, then even if I had all the parts, I couldn't turn them back on.
Does he mean souls?
Yeah, that's the argument, is it's soul.
But do you have all of the parts?
I mean, I've got parts. I mean, he looks around, he points, and he's just like, I got about like a half a dozen worth of Warforged in here.
Can we put at least one together so I can try something?
All right. And so, like, he's just like, well, feel free to have a seat right there, and I'll get to you in a second. And there's like a little couch by the door.
I perch on the arm.
Okay. How much do you weigh?
You're gonna make me look up my race on D&D.
Practicing practically nothing. He's got
He's
bird
got hollow
bones.
bones.
I can fly, so less than 135 pounds.
Okay. Well, the arm on the chair just goes.
I've seen you sit on the arm
bit.
of a chair.
Yeah, it always goes when I sit on it.
Oh, yeah.
So it takes him about 15 minutes, but he takes the parts of this and that. There's one specific head that's about 75% of the way together, and the jaw clanks around a little bit as he picks the head up, and he's putting it all together, and he's wiring it and all that stuff, and he's assembling it as best he can. It takes him about 2 hours, I would say.
I would like to very closely study him while he does this and see if I can retain some of this knowledge.
Roll me a perception check.
Very closely, like a foot away. Like breathing down his neck.
As it turns out, bird people are 5 feet tall, 100 pounds.
Okay. So yeah, it creaks a little bit.
19.
So, I mean, you're getting the gist of like, okay, arm part goes to chest part, leg part goes to pelvis part. But the wires that are being connected, you're not 100% understanding which one goes where, why. They all seem to be the same exact color, but he knows exactly which wires seem to go together. So you're
Well, if they're all the same color, then it doesn't really matter. They all go together. It's
yeah,
fine.
sure, doesn't matter. So so you're watching, and you think you're getting a pretty good idea how to put these things back together for the most part.
I can do this.
Sure. So after about an hour or two, he manages to put the one Warforged about as close to complete as possible. I would say it's still got, some armor plating missing, and like I said, part of the jaw is missing. So it's not in like the bestest condition, and it's just sitting. It's like on one of those dentist chairs that Clancy was in when he got his face worked on, and it's just sort of laying on it. He's just like, there we go.
So this should function if you had everything.
Well, yes, if I had the spark, but I don't have a spark for it. I don't know how they were made in the first place.
All right.
When I joined, they were already made. I just worked on, fixing them up and adding items to them, that sort of thing. Nobody that I know of knows how to make them. There's rumors.
Felita's gonna roll her sleeve back, and you can just see like a field of scars on the back of her arm.
Okay.
And she's gonna take out her knife and dig out a piece of flesh.
What the shit?
And put
Felita's
it
dark.
in the on the Warforged mouth, and take a little patch, a little satchel from around her neck, and sprinkle some dust in there, and prick her finger and do a little drop of blood right on its mouth. And she's gonna cast Animate the Dead.
Okay. So when you cast Animate Dead, it doesn't seem to have an effect. But you do notice that you get a little vibration someplace else on your body when you've put all your parts together and you put it on the in the mouth and whatnot. Non-related to your spell that you cast.
All
You
right.
feel a little jostling.
Felita's gonna reach into her pocket
Okay.
and take out the die.
Okay. Roll me a d12.
That's an 8.
An 8.
It seems good.
Okay.
It's in the top quarter,
Let's see here.
top third.
D10. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You just get this sensation, Felita, that you need to shove your tongue as far into the nose hole of Clancy's mask and just fling it around in there. That's the sensation that you're getting. And then whatever you dig out, you have to back in.
Yeah.
That's
So
the image
Felita's
that
gonna
plays in your brain.
turn to Clancy and put both of her hands on either side of his face and say, "You're just gonna have to roll with it."
What?
I don't like what's going on.
I also like to lick people's faces.
What is happening?
Mr. Chubbers.
This is
And
not
as
a
he
way.
says what is happening, she just full on tongue in there.
Clancy, all of a sudden, you feel a tongue shoot up into the cavity that is your nose, and it just starts. You feel it poking around in there, and just go around. You feel something dislodge and like exit for a moment before you then feel, and it shoots further back into wherever it was, whatever it was, from before. And you notice that the die that Felita had, like a flash of light goes across the edges of the die up to the number 8 that she rolled. And the Warforged sort of sparks a little bit. And the lights flicker on. And it's you hear the whirring of gears and whatnot, but it doesn't appear to be moving or responding or anything like that. But it does seem to be doing something it wasn't before.
Why are you talking about nose? Felita, why are you thinking of talking about nose, Felita?
Cause I needed to.
You don't.
And she's gonna turn to the
You don't need
tinkerer.
to do that.
She's gonna turn to the tinkerer and say, "That's more than you did before, right?"
Yeah, it's
What?
I don't understand really how it's operating though. I mean, it's not getting up and moving, and it seems to like be going around like testing its bits. Felita, wherever you look, the robot then looks too. So it seems to be like mimicking whatever you're doing.
Can Scrothor do a wisdom check to try to figure out what the fuck is going on?
Sure.
I got a 9.
It just seems random.
I leave. I'm not comfortable here at all. I've seen a lot of things in me day,
Hold on.
and this one takes the cake.
Hold on. Wait, Cap. I'm noticing that. Whatever.
I gotta change your name.
Noticing that the head is moving when Felita moves her head. Felita, try like walking around a little bit.
She does. She walks like over toward the door.
So when you get up, the robot gets up. And it seems to move opposite. Like, not opposite, but like, you move forward, it moves forward. You move right, it moves right. You move left, it moves left.
So a mimic, not opposite at all.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Gotcha.
I was trying to think of like, if it was like mirrored, would it be opposite? But I guess it wouldn't be. It would still be, you move forward, it moves forward kind of thing.
I still leave. I don't want any part of this.
It follows you.
This magical, this evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Scrothor has an idea.
I'm a necromancer, and I find this
This is disturbing.
too much.
All this tongue in the brain shit. So, what if we had some sort of blacksmith build a frictionless metal sphere where Alita could walk freely, and then the robot could relay messages back to her,
What?
and then some sort of...
I don't. Felita closes her eyes to see if she can see what the robot sees.
If you close your eyes, you do see what the robot sees.
Holy shit!
Are you
I'm a
suggesting
spy.
like a drone.
like some omni track that Felita can run on in all directions,
Yes.
but still stay in one place?
So you want to build her a gyro ball, basically.
Yeah, like a hamster.
Hamster.
A delicious hamster.
Hamster sandwich. So yeah,
This is
the
more than I
the
could ever
tinker
hope
is just
for.
like I am shocked. I have no idea how you did that. How
so
did you
you
do
have
that?
parts to build 6 more of these?
I mean, I could put together the other 5. They're going to be a slightly less better shape than this one, but
Clancy's got 5 more holes that need a tongue in.
I don't know. Look, listen, that was just as
Felita-
no, probably not just as uncomfortable for me, but it was real uncomfortable for me as well.
Don't be a coward now, Felita. Tongue my nose. You're going to
No,
have to tug it like you've
that's
never
not-
tugged before.
That's not how. Okay, I know that works. It's not how that is gonna keep working. All right.
Tongue's growth horse.
So
I don't care.
I protrude my beak. Yes.
If we want more of these, y'all are just gonna have to get used to some strange shit.
I
12
get really
strange
cool
things.
with a lot of stuff really fast.
Apparently.
Yeah. It took me like a minute and I was fine.
okay. What are you guys doing?
Alright.
You want them to
Build
put together?
them.
You want him to build more?
Build them.
Yes.
So he moves that one off to the side, and he puts together another one. Now this one is much less put together. Most of the armor plating's gone. One of the arms is missing a hand, but it's for the most part put together. And it's just laying there, and he's looking fervently at Felita, who he's just like, ooh, in anticipation, like, ooh, what is she
Do the
gonna do
thing.
this time? He's trying to understand what's going on.
I mean, I think I got one, just the one more in me.
Okay.
So, do we want to do this now or do? Yeah, all right. And she cuts another chunk and sprinkles a little more dust. And
Ugh.
Okay.
It's still gross.
Assume you're wrapping up
More
these
blood.
wounds, by the way.
well, I mean, I pull my shirt back down over it.
Is that
I'm done.
okay? You just take a chunk out and just pull your shirt back up?
I spit on it and pull my shirt
It's
down.
fine. It's fine.
It's just a little chunk.
Okay. I'm imagining. I mean, anything that's a chunk, I feel would be a fair amount. But okay. Would you roll on your die?
Little chunkarita.
Chunquito.
That time I got a 6.
Okay, a 6. A 6. I'm gonna say that with a 6, you. Let me see here. Okay. An image flashes in your head that you need to take one of the currently not attached robotic arms, and you need to put it in a 2-finger pose, and you need to poke the tinkerer right in the eyes
Ow.
and make a goofy
All right.
noise. Your choice.
Make a goofy noise, you son of a bitch.
Out of character, Dennis. Have you recently watched Everything All at Once?
I've seen it many times.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so Felita she grabs the arm and she
He's like,
Makes-
what are you doing? Why are you coming towards me?
and yeah, she just reaches out and wow and pokes him.
Okay, so you do that. The die, the edges of the die light up again towards the top of where the 6 was. This time you notice, similar to the previous time, that the lights in the head were on, but you notice that the gears are only moving from the lower half up. Doesn't seem like the lower half's working. Or sorry, yeah, you don't really. It doesn't look like the lower half of the robot's functioning.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant
Yeah.
Bot.
And very similar to the last one, you notice that it's just mirroring whatever you do. And
Ye-
the Tinkerer's just rubbing his eyes like, why did you poke me in the eyes?
I'm so sorry about that. But what was your name, by the way? Because I don't think I got it.
Tinkerer.
Just call me the Tinkerer.
All
I
right,
forgot
Tinker.
it.
You think you can make some fancy treads or wheels or something that can hook up to this one?
I got a stool with wheels on it. You can just put them on top of it.
That'll work for now, but I mean for later.
Oh, I can try and come up with I'll just put together a sturdier wheelbase that you could push them around on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do the pushing. I want him to move himself.
Oh. Well, what we learned last time is, whatever you do, it does. So I guess if you just start to gorilla move around, that'll work. It'll start pushing itself around out on the wheelie thingy.
So clearly we have to cut off your legs and attach a stool, and then you move around on the stool. And
And what
it'll do
about the
same
other
thing.
one?
Well, then it'll figure it out, surely.
You
Hell
notice as you're focusing on making that one move, the other one, while the lights are still on, it doesn't seem to be moving.
Are you sure tugging my nose wouldn't work again?
Stop asking for it. It's getting weird.
Well, I mean, if you're just like really into it, we can do that later, but not right now.
It's a different
Alright.
tinkering shop.
Yeah.
Felita's
It's a
gonna
kinkering
concentrate on the kinkering shop. That's nice. Felita's gonna concentrate on the first one again.
So you notice the one that's laying down, the one that doesn't have its legs working, the whirring sort of slows down and it slumps a little bit. And the other one sort of like picks back up a little bit. And you seem to be controlling that one again.
We've got puppet jutsu.
One at a time.
For
That can
this
work
type,
for me.
yeah. It would just get complicated if you were mirror controlling two separate entities at the same time.
You could wear them as like a backpack and alternate between the two as you need.
Yeah.
Side note, Jacques the Whipper did the Yoda Seagull Stop It Now song for one of his shows. It was pretty great.
Nice.
Nice.
He's been in our show.
Yeah,
What a guy.
It's good stuff. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Watching. Waiting. Commiserating.
Clancy's going to try to tongue his own nose to see if he can make a warforged.
With the mask, it's really hard for you to get it out the slot and then up into the other one. Your tongue's not that long anyways.
Wait, I have a really long bird tongue. Let me help you.
You've got a woodpecker tongue.
All right. Go give it a
It
shot.
wraps
Give
around
it a
your
shot,
brain.
Ah!
Yeah, he's tugging your brain.
I taste gray matter.
Is it working? Does the
Nothing
robot
happens.
move?
Aside
Oh,
from
no.
you,
Are we
feeling a
business
weird tingling
partners
in
yet?
The back of your brain.
Are you
I really like
okay?
that joke. I really like that joke.
So yeah,
I'm okay. All right. Well, Captain Gizzard, do you want to try and tug my nose?
No, I think I'm okay.
He's
son.
outside.
Yeah, I'm
you
outside.
left. You got weird.
I can see you looking at me and pointing, tongue nose, tongue nose.
Get in here and tongue my nose.
No, thank you. I'm all...
We need to make an army of unstoppable robots.
Yep.
Don't you want to win?
Everyone else is doing it.
That's okay. No.
Well, Felita, what's the next step?
I think we should go get one of those balls made that y'all were talking about.
Yes. We might need to kill more monsters to get more magical parts to make a magical ball.
Maybe.
Then you'd be like a magical gerbil inside of a ball.
You could go check out the currently existing magical monsters, or you could see if there's a new one that's popped up.
Yes. Who do we ask about new ones?
I check my puck to see if anything has come up on the map.
No, nothing pops up on your magical map. Other than that little swirly storm is still sitting there in the same spot you drew it.
And then
Oh,
we're
Swirly Dan. There he is.
And then that paperclip is still there waving.
delete the paperclip.
It looks like you need help locating magical monsters.
Uninstall.
I'm assuming you did mark on the map where the magical monsters were.
yes.
Of course we did.
So yeah, so you have that on there.
What magical monsters still exist, voice and head?
If I recall correctly, there was a beholder. There's the giant that you guys past some different character on the train that seemed to not want anybody to come anywhere near it. There's also a dragon. I believe those were the other ones.
Behold
from the
a
previous one.
giant dragon. I
And,
feel like giant is the next logical.
I think
perception.
giant is probably the next step. Yeah.
If you were trying to see if there were anything else, you could ask the mayor. You could ask.
I feel like the mayor doesn't like us anymore.
Probably not. Any random townsfolk might know. Maybe like a tavern keeper, innkeeper, something like that.
Let's
or
go.
you could try a different town.
No, we like this one.
Okay. This would be you guys are literally just puppeting like everything else in the story from here. It's just like, okay, we're gonna send forces over here to do
Yes.
this thing. Let's see how that
Exactly.
goes. All right, we're gonna send
We
forces.
still need to buy out this town.
Okay,
Maybe another town will let us buy them out, though.
sure. Yeah. So you're going to the tavern? Is that what you're doing?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Just to pop in real quick to ask about monsters.
Tavern's pretty, chill. Not a whole lot of people in there at like 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning, whatever time it is right now.
The Kelly Boys!
The Kelly Boys.
You haven't seen this season of Always Sunny?
Nope.
Ah,
I haven't seen it in a few years, actually.
bro, catch up. They're so good.
I know. I love that show. But, so there's only like one person sitting at a table drinking away. The bartender, it's a dwarf, sitting behind the bar, cleaning the glass. Pretty standard. Sees you guys walk in, waves at you, goes back to cleaning the glass.
I unfold my 20-foot wingspan and wave back.
Whoa, okay.
Does he hit the guy that's drinking?
You're gonna like knock stuff down. Like if you could just not do that. There's a lot of glasses and things in here. Like if you just don't wanna, like you can just wave with your normal hand, not with like.
Can I
the whole-
spit in that glass for you?
Sure, I'll throw it away. Thanks. He just puts it away and gets a different glass and starts cleaning it.
What's your name, Sonny?
The name is Rupert.
All right, Droops. I need the dupes on this map real quick. And I open up the map.
Whoa, it's a pretty nifty map you got there.
Hi,
Little
thank
swirl
you.
bits and stuff on it.
Yes, that's my chlamydia. Now,
And
as you
backs
see,
away.
it moves around. You never know when it's going to
Yeah,
get
I'm
you.
gonna stand over here and kind of.
Has there been any new monster sightings that I could add to my little map of yours?
I heard of one. It doesn't look to seem. I mean, looking at your map, I see you got little pictures drawn. Of
Yes, I've got Quick Draw Macaw. He can doodle them up real good right now.
There's I heard reports of the bovine-born village out west. Something was killing off their townsfolk. Sent a couple parties after it. None of them came back. So, but they don't know what it is.
What town or
It doesn't have a name on it, but it's the
the town with no name?
it's the west. It's west of Morricone.
Okay, and I'm gonna have Quick Draw write a bovine born head
Sure.
with sad teardrops.
Sad face.
Yeah.
And the tears are animated on the face.
Yeah, it's like gifting.
On your map. Yep. It's a GIF.
Yep.
Mhm. It's jiffing.
And what else you got?
I mean, right now that's all I've heard.
I appreciate
Everything
it.
else I've heard of, you got already got on the map.
Well, I appreciate
Although-
you,
He looks at the map. He goes,
Rupert.
that giant right there. He's like, somebody told me a story. Now, I don't know if I should believe it or not. Somebody said they saw Smiling Tom riding out of there. You didn't hear that from me, though.
As if the giant's no longer there or the giant has been
I don't know.
altered by
Somebody
Smiling
has said that
Tom.
they've seen the giant since then, so I don't think that Tom killed the giant. But he
It's his
rode in and
mother.
rode out. I don't know. Would you say?
Is it his mother?
I don't know. Does Smiling Tom have a mother? Who
Bah.
knows? Bah.
Bah,
Bah.
bah.
Bah. Bah.
Diddle, 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 diddle.
So yeah, that's all I got for you right now. Sorry, I can't be more help. We don't get a whole lot of not a whole lot of word up in these parts.
Can you help me drink a shot of vodka?
I mean, I can pour it and then you can drink it. I mean, do you need me to baby bird it to you?
If you
Do you
don't
want to
mind.
peep at me?
Yeah, well, I
All right.
find that very offensive, but yes.
It's gonna cost you 2 gold.
Okay.
Because
Well, Scrothar, don't just agree to it. Bargain with the man.
Wait, it's a gold for the shot, and then a gold for me to do
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't cost him extra to spit it into your mouth.
Hey, I
He
don't
doesn't.
want to do it.
Yeah, just because you don't want to, like, who wants to
would I
work? You don't want to
not
do
charge
that, but you
extra
still
for
have to. Why? Because it doesn't cost you any extra resources.
Yeah, well,
You charge more to
In
shake
fact,
the
without
shaker?
In fact, you don't have to wash a shot glass, so it's less work for you.
Well, then why don't
really,
you
you
spit
should
in
be
his mouth?
giving him pour it in my mouth, and I'll do it.
He pours a shot and puts
Give
it
me
in
a
front of you.
discount. Give me a
No,
discount.
you get 1 gold. That's how much
You
a
don't
shot
have
costs.
You don't have to wash the glass. It should be a discount. It should only be 5 silver.
What do you mean I don't have to wash a glass? When you're done with it, I have to wash it.
No, because you're pouring it into my mouth, you
no,
idiot.
I'm pouring it in the shot and putting it in front of
Why
you.
would you do that?
Why
Well,
wouldn't
don't
I?
waste the glass. Pour it in directly into my mouth,
We are
and I'll
not
spit in his
savages
mouth.
in this town, sir. We drink out of glasses or other
Oh,
people's
people that
mouths.
can't afford glasses are savages.
Yes. He's waiting on you. I told
Fine,
you.
pour it in the
It's 2
glass,
gold
I'll
for me
do
to
it.
do it. It's 1 gold
Just
for
pour
you.
it in the glass, you
He did.
fucking
He put it
highway
in.
robber.
Pushes it in front of you.
All right,
I'm the highway robber.
Well, I'm very short, so I have to actually climb up onto the bar.
Stool.
Sure.
Yeah, I get up on the stool like a little child trying to get to the cookie jar, and then I
Sure.
climb up onto the counter and I take the shot and I spit it into it.
It's a little. Roll me a dex check, Clancy.
Sure. 11.
Okay, you're not the most gifted with drinking through your mask at this point. It's not the easiest to do shots with a mask. And then when you spit it back, it burns a little bit because of all the wounds in your face. And then when you spit it back out, it just kind of runs out of all the face holes in different spots. But it does trickle down into Scrothor's mouth. But it's not the most.
I feel very disinfected.
Scrothor, you got like a bird shower, really. A bird bath, if you will. He said, great, that's a gold.
Here's a gizzard galleon for your help, Rupert.
Turtle bloodshot.
It's good for 1 free Funko Pop of your choosing.
Oh, need a gold.
Once you get back to me,
Not random
me ship.
tokens.
Or you can turn that into 50 pieces of bubblegum. It all depends on
give me a
what you
gold.
pick from my giant treasure
I
selection.
want to pick a gold. I ain't going to
That would be
gizzard cheese.
2 gizzard galleons would get you 1 gold. You gotta save up there, sonny.
What?
They don't expire.
You owe me a gold.
I don't owe you anything. I'm
Then
giving
don't
you.
give me anything.
This is
One
for
of
the
them owes me
information
money.
that you gave me for the map.
Okay, sure. I'll take your gizzard galleon for the information.
Yes,
That's what I'm
yes,
saying.
you will.
I give him a gold for the shot.
Right.
5 of those
Well, they've
galleons get you a paddle and a ball.
All right. Is there
While
anything
they've
else?
been doing this,
Sure.
can Felita, while they're all very distracted down there, Felita's just going to reach over the bar and grab a bottle of alcohol.
Which bottle?
Clink.
Also roll sleight of hand. I will roll with disadvantage for noticing.
Okay.
Wow.
And 18.
I rolled a 4 and a 4.
Nice.
Double 4s. So he got a 6.
44.
So he does not notice you stealing. Yeah, so I got a 44 total. So I definitely saw it. I apologize.
Well,
You can
actually,
blame
she
Scroll.
rolled an 18, but 4 and 4 together is 8, which means that it is an
No,
8
when you
team.
When you put them next to each other, it's 44.
An 18.
An 18.
Da, da, la, da.
Yeah.
But yeah,
She
math
just tucks it
jokes.
into her jacket.
Doesn't notice. You take a bottle of it's a brownish liquid.
Ba, ba, ba.
And the bottle itself is kind of like a smoky colored glass.
Nice.
Yeah. But as you take the bottle, and you guys have gotten your information, you've paid for your drink, you've got a little baby bird, that's what we're going to call it. So thanks for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Reddit, TikTok, and Twitch at Botch Podcast. This episode of Botch was brought to you by the Patreon producers, the OG Lone Ranger, Big Jim, The Nuck, Lord Chronic, Skinner, B-Mel, Shanda Panda, Chris Wisdom, Lost Limey, Scabby Goose, and Zukari.
Long may she. Oh.
You want to support the show, you can do so on many different websites. FreedomValleyHorsePace.com, DickBlood.me, DickBlood.club, Cornhub.icu, SexWithWookies.com, PigRickets.com, MookMoke.com, BuyTheseViagra.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, damnyoudennis.com, birdswithpenises.com, or
Hot.
simply patreon.com/Botch Podcast, like our
Gross.
newest patron, Caddyman Prime.
What a guy or gal, I'm not sure.
You want to support the show but can't do it financially? That's okay. You can head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to these dumb podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. Like our newest 5-star.
Gurk Turkey, 5 stars. 3rd of February 2023. Lose a limb laughing. Big fun with big idiots.
You know what idiots is?
It's you.
Idiots.
It's idiots in Irish. Thank you to Gozer. It's first person. Thank you to Gozer for intro and outro music. More of them over
Where
at...
did you get a picture of my wife?
I sketched it from memory. For intro and outro music, more of them over at Gozer_music on all internet. Thank you to Emily Swan for album art. You can find her all over the internet at a swan named Emily. We salute you, Catty Man Prime. You are this week's most wanted.
Most survivor did.
Most survivored.
And as always,
When you lose your job, but it's okay because you still have enough money to take your morbidly obese cat out to the bars to have shots that leak out of your mask that covers your disgusting Deadpool face. Scream botched, and we'll get you drunk.
see you next week, nerds.
Wait, when's the new Deadpool coming out?
Next year.
Probably not
It's
time.
gonna be horrible.
Fuck you, it's gonna be horrible.
Steve, can't you like anything before it comes out?
stuff.
Nothing that Marvel. I have no reason to believe that this is gonna be anything but
Isn't
terrible.
that Sony though?
No.
What? No.
Deadpool.
No.
No, it's
It was
Fox, and
now
Fox
it's-
is
They have
now
X-Men.
Disney.
No,
Sony was Spider-Man.
whatever.
and Fantastic Four.
I want
Right?
sushi.
No, that was also Fox. Just Spider-Man is Sony.
I press stop.
Fantastic Thor.
Fantastic Mr. Scrothor.
It's a fantastic Mr. Scrote.
No, my keyboard lights.
Wow. That's 6 ounces of vodka.
That's
that I
right.
didn't
Nobody
need.
cares about Fantastic Four.
That's the worst.
Except I do care very deeply about Sue Richards.
I was
Very deeply.
breading chicken yesterday, and the glove that I was wearing had caked buttermilk and breading and buttermilk and breading on it till I was like, man, I kind of look like the Thing. But
Okay.
that's all I feel about Fantastic Four.
Were you like, it's clobbering time? No,
No, I said
chicken
it's
sandwich
finger
are, by the
licking
way,
good.
That's
it's
so
finger licking good time.
Tristan, how big are these chicken sandwiches tomorrow? Like, should I get 2?
No, one's great.
Okay.
They're big,
Okay. We'll see.
and they're served in a Martin's roll.
Ooh,
Why
I
would
love
you
Mark.
say, Steve? Why didn't you say clabberin time?
Clabbering time. What is
Yeah.
clabbering?
Like that's how buttermilk happens.
What?
What?
There's a process called clabbering that makes
Yeah.
buttermilk.
Yeah.
News to
Well, you know why I didn't say it?
Because I'm not a farmer.
Because I didn't know that.
I'm not a
And
dairy
now
farmer.
I do, and thank you for teaching me.
It's
today.
clabbering time.
me. Yeah,
That's
so we're
one
gonna take
thing
a
I
break,
learned today.
and we're gonna be back in a couple of minutes with episode number 2.
Fine.
So,
Oh, we're only one episode in, are we?
yes.
Nice. I'm hungry.